thinking about this, and I wonder if you've thought about it as well. Does your doctor want you to be well? Should I give you a moment to contemplate that question, or do you want to take two? I mean, does your doctor really want you to be well? There was a time when, as children, if they ask you, what would you like to be when you grow up? Especially as an African child, most of us said, I'd like to be a doctor, I'd like to be an engineer, I'd like to be an accountant. It was just the norm at the time. Most parents wanted a highly skilled and reputable way of living for their kids. And of course, a job that would put food on the table. So many in the medical field today, they actually went into this to be able to put food on their table. And that's understandable. And then there are others specifically who came into it with that longing to help their fellow human being, to be able to heal their physical bodies. And on getting here, they all swore an oath. First, do no harm. But look around you today. How much harm is being done? We can no longer tell which one just wants to put food on their table and which one truly wants to help humanity to heal. Look at the state of things. Look at the so-called health system. A system that should have been to promote good health and vitality of the human body is now riddled with disease and medical drugs. And sadly, we have to ask ourselves the question, what is your doctor good for these days? Show me the ones that are promoting good health. Those who seek to help their fellow human beings in the prevention of disease, rather than just the administration of drugs for their disease. They have become our very own legal drug dealers. And I'm ashamed to say this because it's true. And I say this from my own experience. I don't know about you, but the speed at which that prescription pad comes out these days, and they're quick to write you a prescription and move you along for the next the next patient. And so this has got me thinking, could your doctor be a legal drug dealer? Don't get me wrong, doctors are amazing. But now I would like for you to think outside the box. Like any other work of life, there are good ones, and then there are the others. There are specialists in their chosen fields who perform brilliant life-changing surgeries and transformations that we even marvel at those transformations, and we appreciate them. But then again, these are the rare ones. I'm talking about the everyday ones that have been hijacked by the big pharma corporation to just convince you and I to be on 6 or 7 prescription medication for no reason, rather than send you home with good advice on how to change your lifestyle and heal yourself of all these so-called lifestyle diseases. Show me the doctor that I'll go to and say, oh, doctor, I have a headache. And he says, oh, I'm not going to give you anything for that. Go home and ask yourself, what have you been doing that has triggered that headache? I wish. I know what you're thinking. That's impossible. Because how will they make money if everyone is well? If everyone knows how to take care of themselves, how will they make money? It makes sense. Which is why I asked you, does your doctor want you to be well? You don't necessarily have to agree with me, but it turns out that, and it's honestly an irony in itself, that your doctor needs you to be sick to pay for his next family vacation. And if he's here in the Western world, he has a mortgage to pay just like anyone else. And he wants the good things in life just like you do. So if you find him speedily writing you a prescription and peddling a few pharma drugs and increasing your dose so you can take more by way of coercion and recommendation, why would you blame him? Wouldn't you want to do the same to put food on your own table? Which brings me to the conversation of the day. No, we can't blame him. I blame you. You who has decided to be the guinea pigs for the drug company that is using your doctor as the middleman for peddling such synthetic toxicity into your body. Yes, you who claims to be educated, who went to school to learn but has no clue about the human body, which, by the way, you have one of. And so you farm out the care of your body to another person to tell you what's best for your body that you own. If your neighbor comes around and says, is that your Ferrari? You're hardly driving it, you know. From today onwards, I'm taking it. Let me tell you how it works. I'll show you. I'll park it in my compound and I'll show you how to drive it properly. Wouldn't you be like, excuse me, sir, what are you smoking? But you do this every day, clueless and oblivious of what to do with your own vessel, how to feed it so it's not riddled with disease, how to water it, how to treat it kindly so that it's not poorly. Recently, a guy was talking about taking his dad to see a heart surgeon or something, and the surgeon was so obese that his belt couldn't even hold his belly fat, and his button was popping out every time he sat on the chair, and he was wheezing and trying to catch his breath after every conversation with his dad. And yet, that's the person advising you, let's get you better. Let's get you healthy again. We'll likely switch your medication to a more aggressive one. How can we be so blinded by this? Because we assume that intellectually that this guy knows better than you do. But how? How does he know? How can he know and not use it for himself? You're not going to hire an obese fitness instructor to train you at the gym. So why do you overlook the doctor that's giving you health advice? Well, it's simple. It's because you are not being given health advice. They give you drug advice. They give you surgery advice. They give you chemotherapy advice. They give you hospital advice. Truly, you have to agree with me that good health is not needing any type of advice like this one. Good health is not seeing your doctor for years, not even remembering his name, not needing any synthetic medication from big corporation, not needing anybody to tell you how to care for your body. I'll sooner respect a nutritionist more who can tell you what to eat to fuel your body. I'll sooner respect a biochemist or a lab technician who can look at your blood and say, you've got to do better. It's toxic. Your blood is toxic. I'll sooner respect a herbalist who can work with you holistically and allow you to take ownership of the role that you are playing in your health and how you can heal from it. If you feel sick with lifestyle diseases, it's down to you and your unhealthy choices. And it will also be down to you to make the change and make better health choices again. You must take charge in your own healing. Don't farm it out to legal synthetic drug cartels who say, swallow this 3 times a day. And you think, yeah, of course, I'll swallow this because my doctor said so. Whilst you carry on doing the same thing that's causing you problems. This video is not to knock down doctors. This video is for you. You who has made yourself the patient. You need to go home and take charge. Take charge of the consequences of your actions to realize that you are doing this to yourself and only you can stop it, not the doctor. It's easier for you to change something that you are doing wrong to yourself than for you to change something that someone is doing to you. So you must change. You must see why you've been fooled into thinking that your health is in someone else's hands. So wake yourself up and take charge of restoring your health this year so that you are not a guinea pig for drug makers and their peddlers. Unless, of course, you just want to, out of the goodness of your heart, you want to fund your doctor's next luxury holiday. Then in that case, keep up the good work. Keep swallowing your medicines. In fact, increase the dose and keep yourself all drugged up. The truth is a more bitter pill to swallow. So today I want to challenge you to look within and say, what am I doing for my own health? How am I contributing to the health of my own body? That would be a wise place to start. And a word is enough for the wise. Unless, of course, the wise ones are going extinct. So until next time, be gentle with yourself and say no to drugs. Bye for now.